Cross breaks down in tears, admits I did something wrong, then gets down on the floor in front of the jury to reenact the crime. Out to you, Patti Wood, body language expert. Today was a big reversal in that courtroom. Her demeanor totally changed. What are your observations?
Yes, well, here we've been seeing this woman with an erect head, with that smirk on her face, I'm superior, and all this testimony, and today, finally, he corners her and she breaks down. She covers her head. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to see this. This smells bad to me. All those covers. Here's what's interesting. Even when she's crying, her voice, I don't know. She defends herself. She gets those little details in, trying to make that prosecutor look wrong, even when she's crying.
Yes. And joining us to help us learn and understand what the body language means in all this is noted national body language expert Patti Wood, who is joining us live from Atlanta right now. Patti, thanks for joining us. You just saw Jody Arias breaking on the stand, crying on the stand. How would you describe the body language that just happened minutes ago before the judge called lunch?
Yes, it's a caught cry. I'm caught cry. The timing, the trigger of those tears is significant. It's exactly when the prosecuting attorney mentioned the Exhibit 78, this particular photo. So all of a sudden, the tears come. But she's blocking. It's all about blocking her guilt. She puts the hand here. She puts the hand here. It's significant that there's a little vibration for the tears. She's very dramatic. But her limbic brain is not fully involved. She's not really crying because she's able, with the neocortex, that logical brain where words are, to very clearly say, I don't know, I don't know. And there's not a lot of vibrato in that. I don't know, again, revealing with the paralanguage, it's not real tears, except for, oh my gosh, I'm caught now. Something else that's significant is that he was pressing her. She was actually feeling caught right before those tears started. So there was a reason she wanted to get dramatic and block. You notice right before this, her yeses change. I've been watching and listening and observing this testimony for a long time. Her yeses before were very quick, very abrupt under prosecution. In those rare times she said yes. All of a sudden, she was sighing out with great sadness the yeses. Okay, oh no, for the very first time. Then the tears came.
You know, Patti, they always say, let's start from the beginning. And I want to show you the very first words out of her mouth when she started to testify, took the stand and testified for the defense herself. Let's watch this and get your notes.
Did you kill Travis Alexander on June 4th, 2008?
Yes, I did.
Why?
The simple answer is that he attacked me, and I defended myself.
Obviously a totally different demeanor. Patti,
Yes.
what do you take from that testimony?
And even when she is talking about the attack in this testimony, you notice she's very calm. She doesn't show this great distress. And every time she uses that term body slammed, there's no fear in that. There's no fear of, oh my gosh, I'm under attack as she delivers that message. She doesn't protect herself non-verbally. There's no breaking of the voice.
So there's no blocking of the guilt at that point, a different demeanor.
Yes,
Okay,
you're right.
now I want you to watch this. We are on day 13 of Jodi Arias testifying on the stand, if you can believe that. I want you to look at something from day 8. This is direct examination. You tell us the body language and what it means of Jodi. Watch.
When I grabbed the gun, I ran out of the closet. He was chasing me. I turned around and we were in the middle of the bathroom. I pointed it at him with both of my hands. I thought that would stop him. If someone were pointing a gun at me, I would stop. But he just kept running. He got like a linebacker. He got kind of low and grabbed my waist. But before he did that, as he was lunging at me, the gun went off. I didn't mean to shoot him or anything. I didn't even think I was holding the trigger. I just was pointing it at him. And I didn't even know that I shot him. it just went off, and he lunged at me, and we fell really hard against the tile toward the other wall, like kind of near the scales or whatever those things are. So at this point, I didn't even know that if he had been shot. I didn't see anything different. He was just, we were struggling and wrestling, and he's a wrestler. He had wrestled in high school, and he was getting on top of me. And I didn't want him to get on top of me, because when he had done that in the past, I can't get out of those holds that he gets. So he's grabbing at my clothes, and I got up, and he's just screaming angry. And after I broke away from him, he said, "Kill you, bitch."
And with us, everybody, is Patti Wood. She's a nationally known body language expert. Patti, you are the expert. I'm not. But to me, this looks like a performance.
Oh, it is such a performance. And one of the ways you can tell is, do you see where she gives up the performance? She starts out all dramatic, and the voice and the body language, it all bent over. And then she gets into the details, and she gets kind of enthralled. She loves those details. She's the darling of the details. And she defends herself with those details. But the emotion goes away, and she gets more logical in her delivery.
Let me ask you this. Everybody's different, right? So we can't compare. Everybody's different. But if this was the truth, with the demeanor that you know of Jodi Arias, what would we see on the stand?
Oh, well, when as she was delivering this testimony, she would be going through it again. And so we actually see, as she delivered specific words, like, "He was on top of me," she would reenact that with her body. "He was on top of me. He body slammed me," or "I was protecting myself," or "I shot the gun." Instead, there's no matching in delivery of body language and vocal delivery. The truth is very significant in its visual and auditory message. When you feel something, we're seeing you feel it. And then you say something. You're actually going, again, from that neocortex where the words are, and delivering with your body language first.
You know, so in other words, what you're saying, Patti, is however she would do it, she would relive it.
Yes, it would be feel, show, say. Feel, show, say. And it's also interesting that she uses that word body slam. And I keep coming back to that because I've watched this testimony so long. And she doesn't ever live that body slam. I never believe that when she says she was body slammed, she was ever body slammed.
Fascinating, fascinating. All right, don't go anywhere, because now we're going to look at her demeanor on cross-examination. We have a totally different Jodi Arias on the stand. Our body expert, Patti Wood, will tell us. We'll be right back with all of our guests after this.
So you are saying that Mr. Burns is full of crap?
When he said he got near my vaginal area, absolutely.
Right? So, and you're the same person that's telling us that he's full of crap that has lied to him, right?
Yes.
That has lied to Leslie Udy, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That has lied to Detective Flores on 2 occasions, right?
Yes.
And to continue this litany of lies, it isn't restricted to Utah. You also lied to people in Arizona, didn't you?
Yes, everyone.
Right. And yet you're telling us somebody else is full of crap, right?
When it comes to that, yes.
Jodi Arias cussed on the stand as a defendant facing the death penalty? Yeah, she did. This is cross-examination. I want to bring back in everybody, but first of all, Patti Wood, our body language expert. She seems so prim and proper as she is testifying. I mean, she seems lovely, except for the cussing.
Yes, and also a couple other things. Did you notice the twist of her mouth when she was irritated by him catching her in a lie? She only showed the irritation on one side, and she tried to smile on the other side of the mouth. And the other action, the tongue thrust, when he caught her again. She stuck out her tongue at him. That's a actual passive-aggressive, nonverbal action to show, I hate you, I'd like to hit you, but people are watching.